If I traded it all, if I gave
Welcome
it
back, everyone. I'm telling you, whether you're on air or not, we're talking solar. We've got Solar Sandy here, and boy, oh boy, she's always got great news for everybody. And I don't care if you've heard her a jillion times. There's always new. If you've got heard Solar Sandy before and you haven't called in, call in. If you haven't heard her before, listen up, everybody. We're live on Facebook. There's a ton of people. She can now help both SRP people and APS people. She's been talking since she walked in here about all sorts of new stuff that's going on, and that's the whole point here that I want to make. That whether you're with APS or SRP,
I can save you money on a bill you're already spending too much money on, and it's going to be even more
this is what you got to hear, what she was talking about. Go ahead.
Oh boy. So which you want to start with?
Let's start with this SRP because it's new a little bit.
Because
they've been feeling bad.
Okay, so my SRP people, listen up. I can now help my SRP families save at least 40% off of their electricity costs. SRP, the rate plan, different than APS. We'll talk about APSs in a minute. They have what's called a demand fee. And what the demands are is when you've got your AC on in the summertime and you turn your lights on or you turn your microwave on, there's little peaks. And I just showed you the diagram, little peaks. And for every one of those peaks, they charge you during on-peak time quite significantly. So with my smart energy management system on the house, there's no peaking.
We don't want any peaking.
No
because
peaking.
How much money can you save them?
That's 40% just with the smart energy management system. Combine that with solar. I just showed you where right now most people are on the Easy 3 and they're paying 30.33 cents on their on-peak, and then I can get them down to paying less than 5 cents per kilowatt, and 80% of their power is at 8.5 cents, and I can cut that in half. So I save them 75% off of their expensive power, and I save them 50% off of their off-peak power. Combine that with the energy management system that manages the demand, I'm saving them 40, if not more, off their power bills.
Now, when you say it, and you say it so easily because you study this inside and out all day long, what is an energy demand?
So the smart energy management system manages those peaks. So if they've got the AC on and they turn the lights on, it levels them out.
Right. Is it something that they're putting on their house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I can do this with people with bad roofs, bad shading, whatever. I can use this, but it saves them more in combination with solar, but I can use this, just the smart energy management system, and save them about 40% off their power bills. Combine it with solar, I now drop their power bills down by 75% on their expensive power. Carol, you see it right here.
Right.
30.33 cents drops down to less than 5 cents. Less than 5 cents per kilowatt. So I'm saving them 25 cents per kilowatt off their expensive power, and I've just cut their 8.5 cent power down to less than 4 cents.
Well, we thought that you were on fire before with our APS people.
Drop the mic.
Now,
drop the pen.
Now, here's the thing. It's now she can help anybody, basically anybody out there. Now, she loves to just educate you. That's why she's on the radio. She's on everything right now, because she has found a way that she could talk to a lot of different people. And what makes you different? Because there are other people out there that do this. So tell them what makes you different.
Because I'm a mama, grandma, and a retired nurse, that I look at this from a consumer standpoint. I didn't wake up one day and say, I want to go into solar, Carol. My daughter's bill that went over $500, $565 4 years ago, I couldn't help her pay it. I was on Social Security due to my back injury, and I couldn't pay that bill, and neither could she keep on paying that bill. That's why she was asking me for help. So I rolled up my sleeves to look into a solution for her. I didn't know anything about solar like most people. So when I go out to see my families, if I can't show them, explain to them how I'm saving them money, and I can't save them any money, unfortunately, they're going to be stuck with the electric companies. I just left a family's house today, and they had talked to several other people, and then they sat down and talked to me. They said, this makes so much sense. You explained this so well. They asked me a zillion questions, and I was able to answer them. So I really love love what I do. I take time with my families. It's me going out to see them. I'm not some just brand. I am just a regular mom and a grandma and a retired nurse that loves what I do and the people I do it for.
And you've been doing this for a very long time.
I have been doing it for I got Chelsea set up with solar 4 years ago, and I wanted to make sure it worked and did everything and all the rest of it. So I've been doing it a little bit over 3 years now.
3 years, and she's been on this show about a year and a half ago that she came on, and she just is on fire to educate everybody out there. Now, what she loves to do, she's valley-wide. She does a free consultation, no obligation free consultation, and on top of that, until the end of December right now, she does a free, what you're going to do is get a solar savings incentive, which is $350 till the end of December.
End of the year.
That's just because you gotta.
So many of my families right now are seeing these increases in their bills, Carol, and I just want to be able to say, here's a little something to put towards your bill, pay the last high bill off, and be done with it, and know that you're not going to be subject to all these crazy rate increases and spikes in their bills. And so it's my way of saying thank you and helping my families out, because this year these bills have been ridiculous, and if they don't do anything now, they're going to be even worse.
Now, the phone number to call her direct is 623-850-8229. You could check her out on her website. It is AskSolarSandy.com. And I'm going to say this, too. There's a lot of people out there that are renters. Talk to your landlord. If there's anybody that's in any situation at this point right now, you're just going to find out this information. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, that's okay, too.
There's very few people today that I sit down with, Carol, that I can't save them money off a bill that they're already spending too much money on. No matter how little or how much power that they're using, I am going to be able to help them save money one way or other. And that's why what makes me different, I don't stop. I don't just find one solution. I find a combination of solutions. And I really am about educating and informing people. I want them to really understand this and know that I understand this. These are the rate plans from SRP. This is right off SRP's website. So when I go into people's homes, I have this information and I go over it with them so they understand their bills. Most people don't take time to really, they pay the bill every month and they grumble about it and it keeps going up and up, but they don't really understand how they're being charged. So I'm going to explain that to them so they really understand the whole process.
Well, also, will you please just tell them a little bit about the company that you work for? Because, you know, it's a pretty cool company.
We are...
I shouldn't say work for. I didn't know if I should say it that way.
So I represent one of the best companies in Arizona. We're family owned and operated, and the reason I love them is that they treat my customers very well. The installs go fabulously, and we're good people work for me. I mean, work for me.
Tesla.
We have Tesla battery. If somebody's interested in going with a battery, we have that available to them. So there's all kinds of tools in my tool belt that I'm able to help my families with, Carol.
I'm excited because, you know what, when I got home last time you were on, there was in my inbox a kilowatt worksheet. And my God, let me just tell you, because now I'm with SRP, right?
And you're excited.
I'm so excited, and I have started to fill this thing out, and you're about ready to be able to tell me how much money I could save on a bill that I'm paying way too much money for.
Absolutely.
And so here's the thing, everybody. It's all about just chucking out this information. You go ahead and call her. The number is 623-850-8229. The website is AskSolarSandy.com. And do it today. I know Christmas is around the corner, but wait, if she's got money...
It's still warm out there. It's one of the warmest winters that they're saying we've had in Arizona. I still have my AC on, Carol.
Well, I have to say that it doesn't really matter when you're using, whether it's your right now you're running all sorts of your
lights, your AC, your
dishwasher is what I was trying to get at.
Exactly.
The washing machine.
And see, people in SRP, 80% of your power is the cheaper power, but I'm going to cut that bill in half with putting you on the different plan with all my tools and my solar tool belt.
Well, before we go to a break, I just want to say this to everybody. You know what? It's information. That's all it is. She can help almost anybody out there, whether they're manufactured homes,
condos. I can do ground mounts. I have a fellow I'm seeing in Tonopah on next week Saturday. He wants a shade structure. He wants a solar over his car, and I can do that too. So he doesn't want it on his roof, and I can do a ground mount for him.
Now, the number to call her is 623-850-8229. It's AskSolarSandy.com. We'll be back in just a minute.
If I traded it all, if I
Welcome
gave
back,
it
everyone.
all.
And we just heard Solar Sandy's ads, and yes, we're talking to Solar Sandy live right here, right now. And you know what? She's been talking. We were just talking SRP people.
I
now
wanted to give.
we're splitting them in half, so everybody gets a little fair chance.
Right, because I was so much talking about APS for so long, and now APS people need to listen up too, because May 1st, the second phase of the increases are going to be implemented. And what that means is August 19th, the rates went up. But they are doing a little, no, they're going to sneak it in there. So May 1st, if the all non-solar customers do not choose one of the 3 new rate plans, and I have a bill here and an example, and we're going to go into this in a minute, APS will choose for them, and it will not be pretty. And if they don't like the plan that APS chooses for them, or if you don't like the plan that you choose for yourself, you will be locked into that plan for 90 days, June, July, and August, in the prime heat of the summertime. So I say PYOP, produce your own power, pay less for it, and don't pick any of those plans. And I'll tell you why. Carol, there's going to be the combined advantage noon to 7 is no longer going to be available. The old time of use, no longer available. So the only real choices left for all of my families is Saver's Choice, and a $400 bill is going to go up to 9. If you go with the Savers Plus, a $400 bill is going to go up to $678, and if you go with the Premier's Choice, a $400 bill is going to go up to about $959.
Wow.
And these are not my numbers. These are on APS's website, and what they're not telling you is they have a little calculator there, but what they're not telling you is they're not calculating the fees, taxes, and surcharges. They're just calculating the cost of the power. So that is not a true calculator on that website. I will sit down with my families and do an energy evaluation, a bill evaluation. They have to do their kilowatt worksheet for me to do this, and they have to fill it out completely.
If I can do it, you could do it.
That's right. So when I go out to my families, their bills of last summer, although they were atrocious, they are going to be very, very shocked, because they're going to be even worse. People are going to see increases of 100, if not more, on their bills. If a $400 bill under the Savers Choice is going to be $912, and under the Savers Plus is going to be $678.68, and under the Premier Choice Large is going to be $959, that's a 56 to 76% increase.
That's amazing. Now, we're talking now the SRP people right now. I'm sorry, we're talking APS. I got mixed up there for a second.
APS, and this is May 1st. So don't choose any of these plans. Don't choose Savers Plus. Don't choose Premium Large. Don't choose any of them. PYOP, produce your own power, pay less for it. And now this increase that happens in May, you won't be subject to it. And you think this is the last one? You're fooling yourself. There'll be another one the next year. There'll be another one the next year. And in the meantime, they'll add more fees, taxes, and surcharges, and that's where they get us.
Well, I'll tell you something. She is on a mission to help everybody save money on a bill that you're already paying for, and you got no choice but to pay it, and you're paying way too much for it. So all she wants to do is talk to you, tell you how much money she could save you. It's your choice whether you do this or not, but a lot of people are. I'm seeing them popping up right and left. I'm going, that's Solar Sandy, there's Solar Sandy.
You're going to see even more, Carol, because people really are scared. People have seen their September and October, November bills going up by $50 and $100. And I said, that's phase 1. Phase 2 is coming. And people are like, everything you're saying, Sandy, is true and worse. And so I'm saying, do not wait till May. Do this now. PYOP, produce your own power, pay less for it. It costs nothing to get started. If they own their own home, Carol, and have a credit score of 650 or better, they can do this. They'll be saving money on a bill that they're spending too much money on. SRP's CEO and APS's CEO doesn't want anybody going solar. They make an awful lot of money off of our connection fees and these taxes and surcharges. It's time for us literally to take the power back in our own hands for our own homes and put it on our roof. And with APS's program, any excess power that they produce, APS will buy that back. So I'm literally going to have them with a zero bill, potentially getting a check back at the end of the year, like Michelle D who has a credit of $111, at the end of the year, Carol, she'll have about a $600 check coming back from APS.
Isn't that nice? Now, again, we are talking APS people right now. And again, if you've heard Solar Sandy and you haven't called her, call her. If you haven't heard her, call her. If you're listening to us on, live Facebook, please call her. Everybody, if you know somebody, it doesn't matter right now. Just find out what she can do for you, and that's it. She'll come to you. It's a no obligation free consultation, and you can call her direct. Her number is 623-850-8229, and the website is AskSolarSandy.com. I got to say, you make it so easy because, first of all, the first thing that everybody has to do is fill out the kilowatt
worksheet.
And believe me, it's so easy. Like I said, if I could do it, anyone could do it. And on top of that, it's big lettering. It's nice and big, which is really nice for anyone. I mean, you can understand it, right?
It's
really
very simple. How much power did you use and how much did you pay for it? And I'm going to look at what plan you're on, probably a plan in APS that's not going to be even around, and I'm going to show you what plan you would go on using that amount of power and how much your bills will go up. And this is not my say-so. This is not a scare tactic, Carol. This came right off of APS's website. All these rates of the demand fees. So the new thing with APS, there's going to be demand charges like SRP already has. So those peaks, every one of those peaks in the summertime are going to cost $17.44. So the average in the summertime is 5 to 8 peaks of demand, points of demand. So 5 times 20 is $100. So just for the demand charges, a very reasonable demand charge, that's with your AC on, your lights on, your TV, your refrigerator on, and doing something in the microwave, you're spending another extra $100 on your power costs. And I'm telling you, people are going to be shocked, Carol, when they see their bills come this summertime. They just are.
Well, I'll tell you something there. Also, you could check her out on her website. There's all sorts of information there. She's all about just educating you. She's been on the show for over a year, and it's now she's almost everywhere because she really has found a way that she can reach out to a lot of people and talk. And you've helped a lot of people. You've helped a lot of.
I have, and you know what it is, Carol? Sometimes it takes people hearing me once and they call. Sometimes it takes them hearing me 6 times and they call. Some people, they've been listening to me for a year, but
you're procrastinators out there. We know it.
And you know what? And some people I've met with, and they just weren't quite ready yet. But if they're looking at their bills, they're going to see everything that I'm saying. I'm trying to actually help my families put more of their hard-earned money back in their pocket. Do I get paid? Yes, I do. But what I'm saving my families, I'm putting a lot more in their pockets and their family's budget than I am in mine. And I know that the same for my daughter. When I helped my daughter go solar, it was like, how is she going to have 3 little kids and be paying a $565 bill and save for college and retirement? She never was. And so that's why I helped her go solar. I couldn't pay the bill either, Carol.
I couldn't have either, so she couldn't have asked me.
Right.
So the number to call is 623-850-8229. It's AskSolarSandy.com. You're also going to get by till the end of the year right now. She's going to give you a $350 solar savings incentive. You have to qualify, and it's really easy.
If you own your own home and you have a credit score of 650 or better, then you're good. And again, people who don't do this, the electric company loves you because, it's like I said this today when I was at my doctor's. I said, it's like walking into a wall and wondering why you have a bump on your head. Well, come this summer, if you don't do anything, you're going to see your bank account go down and you're going to be wondering, where on earth did that $200-300 go? Oh, the SRP and APS took it because the bills are going to go up significantly over the summer, Carol.
Now, it doesn't matter. If you got an HOA, they can't do anything about it. If you are renting, we want to talk about those people. You can talk to your landlord. If you're a landlord listening, help them out. Condo owners, almost
condos.
anything.
I'm helping people that are in condos. I'm helping people that are in fourplexes, duplexes. I'm helping people that have said, oh, no, you don't have a good roof. We can put it on the ground.
Here's another thing. We don't want you to wait. Right now, a lot of people, it's that time of the year that everybody said, oh, I'll wait till after the first of the year. No, go ahead.
Yeah, this is the time of year that you're going to produce extra power and you're going to have that bank for the summertime. The second thing is there's the ITC, the investment tax credit. You do this now, you will get a ITC 30% refund back to you for the cost of your power. I say it like this, Carol. If the government was going to send you 30% to pay your bill every month, what would you say?
Be happy.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. Send it quickly. So this is the exact same thing, and most people don't even know that if they qualify for it or not. But we all pay taxes, so most people qualify for that investment tax credit towards the cost of their system. So again, these are things that I sit down with my homeowners and figure out for them and educate them. Once they've got the information, then they can make the decision on an educated and informed basis and move forward.
There's a lot of new things that are going on, and it changes every day. It's just like the medical, industry. These things change all the time. So if you've heard her and you've been on the fence with it, call her. If you have heard her and you thought you don't want to do it because you think that it was not right, you might be wrong. So there's a lot of different things that are going on. She's on a mission to help everybody pay for a bill that's you're paying
Pay less.
Pay less. I'm going to get it out. Pay less for a bill that you're already paying way too much money on. The number to call her is 623-850-8229. It's asksolarsandy.com.